36,900 total. Would say the Daytona sits on the wrist really nice.
It's 1,200 to swap.
The bezel, exceptional condition.
This is 22,950. But do you want two-tone or do you want steel?
So many choices.
Yeah, that feels far too comfortable on my wrist.
So you've got your 2021 black and then a 2021 white. The price difference between the two is around £2,000 to £3,000. Reason being just the white always carried a bigger premium than the black, as you know.
I actually wanted to compare two watches, the other being the Rootbeer.
Okay, so there's the Rootbeer. Depends kind of what you're going for. Obviously this is a two-tone watch, half precious metal. Are you planning on keeping the Hulk?
Yes, definitely keeping.
What else have you got?
Just that.
Just the Hulk, okay. It's going to feel like a different watch on the wrist, but having two stainless steel watches, I always recommend having like a two-tone or full gold alongside one of those. I would say the Daytona sits on the wrist really nice. Compared to anything else you'll see.
Yeah. Don't get us wrong, I love the Rootbeer, but I don't know if I want to get that after the Panda.
Obviously with this compared to the sub, this is the brush centre links, you've got the polished centre links on that, you've got the black ceramic bezel, white dial, whereas this is the green ceramic. So it's a lot different on your wrist as a whole. But yeah, that's the one thing I ask is what do you have in your collection and what do you need it for? So if you've already got a stainless steel watch, I would probably recommend a two-tone watch as well in the collection. But as you say, if you're going to own a Panda at some point anyway, you're kind of just delaying that process because you know you want to get this watch inevitably.
It's inevitable. And what is drawn us more to the Panda now is obviously the price.
Price point that it's at now.
Yeah. Because I looked 6 months ago and they were still trading
high 20s, yeah, so both 2021. This is 22,950, it's on 4.
Yeah.
And this is 25,450, this is on 4. Obviously we can do something on the price, but what do you think about the black?
Yeah, I think the black I wouldn't go for. If I'm going to do the Daytona, I may as well
get the exact watch you want, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good free watch collection. Do a deal on 2.
Well, funny you mentioned that because we're also looking for as well.
Okay, cool.
41 Datejust. It has to be bezeled.
So you want fluted bezel?
Yeah, fluted bezel, yeah.
Do you want Jubilee strap?
Yes, we'll probably look at both of them, but it'll be between the mint green and the chocolate.
Okay. So we've got this, so this is the oyster chocolate, 41mm, and then the new motif dial. Okay, you want to take a look?
You can take over. Can we compare a 36mm as well, just for the size?
A lot of ladies are wearing bigger watches now, so it just depends what's most comfortable for you. And then I've also got one with chocolate and diamond, which is the Jubilee strap. There's the mint green fluted Jubilee.
Do you want to see the oyster with the mint green?
Yeah.
Aye,
yeah,
please.
it's all they've got. And any 36mm as well, just for size reference. I would say a lot of ladies tend to go for the Jubilee over the oyster strap. Yeah. Which one do you prefer? Jubilee strap or the oyster strap? Go for what you like, but I personally think Jubilee always looks the best. And then this is a cool watch. This is a 36mm palm dial.
We were actually looking at that.
So the palm, I believe, only comes on 36 and 31.
Yeah.
So you can't get this in the 41mm. But that's a really cool dial. A really rare dial, yeah. What do you think for size? What do you think compared to the 41? Do you think
It's not that bad, is it? Like,
it's not small. It's not like a 26 or 31. It's still, I would say the 36 is the mid-size for ladies now. Because a lot are wearing 40mm, but a lot are also wanting to wear 36. Because it's not too small, but it's not too big for the wrist, you know. You've just kind of got to decide on the strap and obviously size, and we can nail it down to exactly which dial and configuration. You can get this in a 36. We just don't have one. But you can get that in the 36mm as well. If that was the exact watch you wanted, we could just locate the 36.
I do like that strap.
So you want the Jubilee. But do you want two-tone or do you want steel? That's the next question.
So many choices.
There's a lot of...
Would it make progress?
Yeah.
I love the green. I love the mint green. What are you leaning towards?
I do like that one.
The mint green one, yeah. Well, that's the one that you originally kind of said you like. You always kind of go back to what you originally want, you know? Because you could buy this, but then you'll still have that in your mind. Whereas if you buy that, you'll probably forget about this, do you know what I mean? What about 36? Probably not.
I do really like that, but
You'd like the dial, but you want that side.
Face,
yeah.
Alright, so we'll do the mint green and we'll do the Panda.
Do you have a preference, either one? I'll see which one I can do. Obviously, I can do a deal if you're going to take 2 anyway. The only thing with the 23, it's got stickers, so if you're going to wear it, it's kind of a waste getting one with stickers to pull it off and then pay a little bit extra, but I'll double check. Have you been in here before?
I've
Yeah, I
got the-
remember,
I've got
yeah.
the Hulk.
On this, so it's on for 12,450. I can do this for 12.
Yeah.
So that's 2022, late 2022, but it's literally like brand new. And then the Panda, 25,450, but I can do 24,950. Sorry, 23,950. Yeah, 24,950 I can do. It's on for 25,450. There's so many numbers on my screen. I can make it 36,900 total. 24,950, 11,950.
Okay.
Both full set. I'll grab the boxing papers for you as well. How do you want to pay? Transfer card or?
Card, please.
Yeah, no worries.
Is the price right? 34.
What do you mean?
On Tudor's website, they're only going for 32 at the minute.
Okay.
I just wanted to check that I'm not looking at an old page or anything, you know.
No, it's not that, to be honest. The last few that we sold, when they first came out, they weren't available from Tudor, so
Right.
we have sold them for more than the list price. But give me a second, I'll see what we can do. It's a very popular watch, it's a nice size. With that, for example, if you compare it to Rolex, there's nothing like that of that size.
I don't like Rolex,
Yeah.
I'm too blingy.
So yeah, you're right, it's 3,260 is the list price. That one's a 2023 and it's on one. And as you can see, it's in a brand new condition. With your watch, we've currently got 3 in stock. So I think we would allow like 2,000 in a part exchange for yours.
Right.
I can do this for like 3,200. So it'd be 1,200 to swap.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I know I haven't been on much lately, but I have been growing my beard specially for the occasion. Without further ado, can we open the case and can we have a little look? Wow. Harry, you'd love a bit of that, wouldn't you? That's an age-related box for what I think the era of the watch is. I know what's in there and it's killing us, right? Because I am dying to open it, but again, that's quite a rare thing, an original Daytona booklet. Not many of those kicking about anymore. What you would have getting around about this time would be a blank bit of paper that the dealer would just write on the number and they would write on the purchase date. Punched papers is really, really good because I haven't come across anybody that has a punch machine yet. We need to see the condition of it. Can I get my glamorous assistant, Jack? Yes. Could you assist me and could you just date check this? There's the serial number, 60. The black bezel. Did you put the bezel on?
No.
It's how it came.
No, we can, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think so that's the original as well.
That's the original.
Both came together.
Yeah.
1973, Bob.
Okay, right. So 1973, I knew it was early 70.
We think that the watch is made up of mostly 6265 parts.
Case was stamped 6265. That part of it is correct.
Yeah.
Obviously, we dated it at the time for 1973.
The 6265 was produced between 1971 and 1987, and there's believed to have been about 24,000 pieces in steel made in that time frame.
Yeah. The dial colour is exceptional. It has some very, very subtle differences.
Right, the big one is the dial, right?
Yes.
That's the big mystery.
It's the big anomaly. The dial looks to be more like a 6240 dial.
Which is an earlier watch.
Which is an earlier dial, an earlier watch, which has the OT, Swiss and TO.
So the difference was, though, that normally on a 6240 it says OT, Swiss, TO, right?
Yeah.
But the O and the T, or the sigma and the T...
They're in the same minute segment.
Yes.
Whereas they're split into separate minute segments.
Yeah.
So this is something that I would like to make sure just hasn't been added, or the dial hasn't been restored or retouched or anything like that. And then the other thing, the crescendo, is it is a Rolex Cosmograph, but it doesn't have Daytona on the dial. Box is original. It's got its original swing tag. Now these obviously scratch and they don't quite wear as well as a steel bezel. The bezel is in exceptional condition.
Now, this is quite interesting. So the bezel it was an engraved steel bezel, and that's what you get on a 6265.
6265, but it's possibly the bezel that was supplied with it is from a 6263.
Correct.
Which is a stainless steel bezel with a plastic insert.
Yes.
Very similar to modern watches
Yeah.
that have now been replaced with ceramic inserts.
So a 6265 and a 6263, they were the same watch. However, one had a steel bezel,
Yeah.
and the 63 had the plastic.
I'd like to stand corrected. I don't know whether that is because it was a preference thing,
Yeah.
whether you could order it either or it's just the way that it came.
So this gentleman who was in, he had both bezels, didn't he? The steel was on the watch,
Yeah.
but he also had the black bezel
we've
as
had
well.
a little chat about it. A lot of the black were replaced because they're damaged, they're scratched.
Yeah.
It's a much more hard wearing the all steel. The pushers are the same.
The pushers were screwed down.
So
Yeah.
looking at the pushers, they are correct.
Yeah, for a
For
6265.
a 6265.
So we believe that the crown is a 7mm. They called it the Oyster Triple Lock.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the ridged crown.
It has the ridged crown and it has 3 small dots
Yeah.
on the bottom of the crown, which tells us that it is the right crown.
Yeah.
It may not be the original one, but it's been
But it's the
replaced
correct
by the
one.
correct one. I'm going to say that the bracelet is original, or it's certainly of the era. I can't tell you whether the bracelet's been replaced, but with the correct bracelet. Yeah.
Now the glass, we believe, is the domed plexi. Right.
So again, correct glass, correct plexiglass for
The
that.
73.
Yeah.
Because we found that in 1980 they changed it to what they called a standard plexi, which I believe is more flat as opposed to the dome.
That's right. Have a look at that case, Harry. The case shape is well defined. It's in great condition. It's got no big dings.
So this is the first anomaly, right? The case back, when you took it and you had a look at the case back, it says 6262.
Yeah.
Which is an earlier model.
Which is an earlier model. It's possibly a replacement case back.
That's what I was thinking.
Always concerns me. Something we're going to have to follow up on.
Yeah.
Obviously, the movement is correct. It's a value 727.
Yeah.
Well, this is classed as silver.
Okay.
So you would have all black with silver subdials or silver with black subdials.
Right.
So have you worn this? Do you wear it? Have you?
No, I've had it on, no.
Yeah.
Not
Do you mind if I just try it on?
go for it.
So I've got a modern Red Writing Sea Dweller on, which is a 43mm case. Side by side, that looks tiny. This looks huge. There you go, Harry.
So in terms of links, is that full links?
I would say I've got an average size wrist. I would say that that's a full bracelet. What you've got to remember is in this era, there wasn't a conformity that Rolex has, so you didn't get 11 links or you didn't get
Right. So
12.
was it sized to
Yeah,
you
it
in
was
the
sized
store
to
and
the
that was
store.
that? You got what you got?
Yeah, you got what you got.
Looks nice on you, that. You should...
Have you ever thought about a job in sales? Obviously, this is my bag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that feels far too comfortable on my wrist.
looks
I prefer it to the modern. I'd like to do a little bit of research. I'd like to do a little bit more work.
Yeah, of course.
Fantastic.
Off you go.
Okay, so timer's on. Happy New Year, everyone. Today I've got the first deal of the week of 2024, and it is the Rolex Submariner date 126610LV. This is the Mark 1 Starbucks with the black dial and the green ceramic bezel. The watch is dated 2021. It comes with both swing tags and a full complete set. So to claim this deal, you'll have to go on the website and type in 5786. It'll bring you to this watch. And the deal of the week price is, well, the website price is $13,750, and this week we are doing the watch for $12,250. So add it to your bag, add the discount code YouTube5786 to redeem this code and deal.